Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you're all doing really well. I have literally just hit the stop button on the record and then hit it again because we have just sorted out and decluttered my dressing room in the last video, and I thought it was the perfect time to start a new weekly vlog. So welcome back. We're going to be spending the week together. It is Monday afternoon. I think it's about 3 o'clock, and I'm not going to lie, I have spent most of the day doing this declutter. I've got a huge bag of stuff to donate to charity out there, so I feel like my mind has just had like a massage. I feel like a declutter does so much more for your mental than it actually does for the physical, if that makes sense. Like, it actually just feels like therapy, stripping back all of your stuff, especially this time of year. I feel like heading into spring is the perfect time to have a declutter of your house, your clothes, any like lingering clutter, just get rid. I feel like mentally it just does you the world of good. I found a little list actually this morning of like a checklist to declutter, so it had like your wardrobes, like, and it gave you ideas of things to throw out that you could have a bit of a refresh with, and I think this time of year is just perfect to do that. So the plans for this week: tomorrow I have my skin appointment, which I am really looking forward to. I'm hoping that it's going to give me some answers with my acne, and I feel like this has just been a long time coming, so I'm really intrigued with that. So I'm going to bring you along with me because I get so many messages about people suffering with their skin, and if I can share my journey and help anyone else, of course I'm going to do that. So we've got that tomorrow morning. I need to do a food shop tomorrow, so tomorrow's going to be a bit of an errands, getting things done day, and just business as usual for the rest of the week really. And then me and Sam are going to have a day out in Sheffield at the weekend because we both are in desperate need of new clothes. I say that with like a wardrobe full of clothes behind me, and I've just done a massive declutter, but we both just need some like staple pieces, and we're both like lacking a few things. I've made a bit of a to-do list, a bit of a shopping list, sorry, on my phone, from like clearing out all of my drawers of stuff that I desperately need, because I said this in my decluttering video as well. I have the tendency to buy the most pointless stuff. Like, if you watch my videos, you'll know I go to the shops pretty much every week, and on those trips I always end up getting things that I don't actually need. And then I've got like makeup products in here that have literally like the tiniest dregs in that I use every day. I just don't make any sense with my shopping, so I've made a list of things that I actually genuinely need and not just random stuff that I'm going to pick up as an impulse buy. So I'm hoping to have a bit of a productive shop this weekend, a bit of like a spring, summer shop to get us ready for the new season. So yeah, welcome back. Let's spend the week together. It is the morning of my appointment. I've just pulled up to the surgery. I've just had my little smoothie on the go. Honestly, I've just put it on my TikTok story because this smoothie is the best one I've ever made, hands down, and it is one frozen banana. I put a date in it today, which just took it to the next level. Chia seeds, my banoffee protein, but you could use any. Coconut milk. Did I say frozen banana? Frozen banana is really what makes all the difference in this. And almond butter. I think that's everything. But honestly, it's just so chuggable. I'm going to finish this. I've got about 5 minutes until I need to go in for my appointment, and of course I'm going to update you when I come out. Very nervous, but very excited and just intrigued as to what they're going to say. Typical though. I mean, obviously we still haven't got clear skin, but a lot of my breakouts have like cleared up. Of course they have. I knew this was going to be the case. Luckily, I've literally documented every single different skin phase over the last 3 years, to be honest with you. But I have like a huge folder in my photo album of like my skin and all of the different breakouts that I get, so I can just whack that out and show them. But yeah, I'll keep you posted, and then afterwards I'm going to go and head to do the food shop as well. To be totally honest with you, I'm like holding myself back from just bursting into tears because, as I suspected, that doctor's appointment was just pretty much pointless, to be honest with you. I don't want to come on here and badmouth the doctor because obviously, you know, he has bigger issues than my acne, and I kind of suspected this, but he was meant to be a skin specialist, so I don't know, I was just really excited for that appointment, and it's kind of just like reconfirmed to me why I haven't bothered going to the doctors with this issue. Like, when I've told a few people that I haven't gone to the doctors yet, or I've been like once 5 years ago and I just never went back, it's because of this reason. They just want to throw me onto contraception or throw me onto some other like long-term medication, which is fine. Like, I'm not completely against medication, but it's really not the route that I wanted to go down. And he pretty much laughed in my face when I asked for a blood test to see if there was anything underlying. He kind of just laughed and went, well, oh god, sorry, someone just nearly crashed into a car. He was like, well, we know it's something underlying, we know it's hormones, we know that some women like suffer with hormone fluctuation. And I'm like, well, okay. So I mean, he didn't mention Roaccutane, which I'm kind of glad about, because I never wanted to go on Roaccutane. I really don't. I'm not even entertaining the idea. Me personally, I just know it won't work out for me. Like, I can't even handle being on the contraceptive pill for like the synthetic hormones. So going on Roaccutane, I think, would just be a recipe for disaster for my mental health. But yeah, I'm just disappointed. I said I'd come on and give an update, and obviously I wanted to update you. And as I say, I don't want to badmouth the doctors and the professionals, but I just felt like it's kind of what I was expecting. Like, I just kind of knew that it wasn't going to be something that they'd like bother looking into. They'd just throw you on a prescription medication. So I have got a prescription for limacycline. Please let me know your thoughts if you've been on limacycline. I would love to know your experience on it, because I'm like 90% sure that's what I went on last time I went to the doctors. So I'd love to know your thoughts on that. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I need to stop listening to everyone else's opinion and it like sway my own decisions, but please let me know, because I would like to hear about that. Because I did say to him, look, I've been on limacycline before. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure I've been on limacycline before, which is all well and good, but as soon as I come off it, the acne comes back. So there's something going on. I don't think I mean, a few people have mentioned in my comments about PCOS. I personally don't think I've got PCOS, because my periods are regular. I don't have any of the other symptoms. I did a fertility hormone test and it didn't flag anything like that. So I'd be quite surprised if I had PCOS, and it's not something that, again, that he mentioned. He didn't really mention anything. He literally just said about limacycline, and apparently going swimming is good for your skin because of the chlorine in the water. That's all I got from that appointment. So yeah, quite disappointed, as I say, because I was just really excited for that appointment, but I kind of knew deep down that was going to be the outcome. So I think unless you're paying out to go to a dermatologist yourself, I don't think the NHS has got much time for things like acne, which I kind of get. Like, it's literally on its knees at the best of times, like, let alone for superficial issues like acne. So yeah, I think there's a few things that I'm going to start implementing more in my diet, because there's definitely more that I can be doing myself. So even like my smoothies, for example, I'm going to try it up in my fibre. My best friend has just cleared her acne up, and she swears by is it Mila's sea moss. She's been putting that in her smoothies every day. So I'm going to pick some of that up. And there's just a few things that I could work on myself in my diet and like naturally that hopefully will help. And the sun's coming out now, so I don't know, going into spring, summer, my skin always gets better anyway. I don't know what but yeah, I just wanted to come on and update you, because I had a lot of people asking to give an update, and yeah, it's not what I hoped for, but it is what it is. Right, let's go to Sainsbury's. Gonna do a nice healthy food shop, get some smoothie supplies, and yeah, let's have a little bit more of a positive day after that note. Okay, we're back home, we're in a better mood. The food shop is done, a nice gym session, I did legs today, is done, and I'm just about to do some baking, some therapeutic, healthy baking, because I found three brown mushy bananas in the bottom of our fruit bowl this morning, and we all know that means one thing, and that is banana bread. But I'm going to try and do like a healthier version of banana bread. So here's the bananas in question. This one is literally like mush when I squish it. These two are like on the verge, but I need 3, so this is what we're using. I'm then using 2 eggs. I love when I try and give like a recipe, like a helpful recipe, and it's literally the least helpful thing in the world, because I literally just eyeball it and throw random things together. But this is what I'm using. I am going to loosely follow a recipe, so I will try and include it and pop it somewhere of like the actual measurements, because I know when I try and give a recipe, it's honestly just an absolute mess. But it's 2 eggs, 3 bananas, there's coconut oil in it, a sprinkle of sea salt, milk, flour, baking powder, honey. Protein is obviously optional, but I am going to add some banoffee protein in there as well. And then again, obviously optional, I picked these up this morning in Sainsbury's, some dark chocolate chips to sprinkle in there. Baking powder, did I mention that? And a little bit of vanilla extract. And I think that's everything. So it's just like the usual, mush the bananas, add the egg. I think you melt the coconut oil before you put it in there. I think this is just to add like a little bit of moisture, you know, like where you'd usually use butter. I think it's just like a healthier version to use coconut oil, what I found in recipes that I've been researching this morning anyway. So this is the little baking setup. It's tradition to always light a candle. I don't know why I always have to light a candle before I start baking. It's just like one of those weird things that I just can't do it without now. So let's do a little bit of fun baking. I'm so excited for this. And you know, last night after dinner I was sat on the sofa, and I don't know who it was on my Instagram, ignore my, this is like an attachment to me, this is like an extension of my body at this point, it never leaves my side. But yeah, I was watching someone's story last night on Instagram just after we'd had our dinner. We'd got all cosy on the sofa and we were just about to put this programme on that we were watching, and someone was eating a sticky toffee pudding, but it looked like the best sticky toffee pudding in the world with like loads of custard, and that is one of mine and Sam's favourite desserts ever. So although this isn't sticky toffee pudding, I'm excited to have a slice of this tonight on the sofa. I have also got a banana protein ninja creamy in the freezer ready to go tonight, so maybe we can have a slice of this with the protein ice cream on top, and I feel like that will like satisfy that craving that I was having last night. Do these stringy bits on bananas ick anyone else out? Like I always, whenever I have a banana in anything, I always have to peel off those stringy bits because it literally gives me the biggest ick ever. I've literally just taken them out of the oven, and how perfect do they look. I didn't have like, I need to get a deep loaf tin, but I just split it between these two like little Le Creuset dishes I've got. Oh my god, it smells incredible. I think I'm going to try a bit now. I just burnt my mouth because I was that eager to try it because it literally looks incredible, and I think that's probably the best banana bread I've ever made. Hands down. Like, look how perfect it is. It's moist, it's fluffy. Oh, I just took a bit up to Sam and he really likes it as well. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. Oh my god, I'm throwing it everywhere. Today as well, like there's no butter, there's no sugar in that. Obviously apart from the honey. There's no like actual sugar. So good. It is now the next morning. I've got myself a nice little smoothie, the usual, with all my seeds and stuff in it, and I'm currently on the way to getting a pedicure, which I know sounds mental at the end of February, but since I'm starting to get saunas more often, I felt like it was appropriate because I was slightly traumatised yesterday having to get my toes out and the absolute state of them. I'm not going to go into too much detail because nobody needs to know about that, but yeah, I'm going to treat myself to a little pedicure today, which definitely isn't a regular occurrence, especially in the winter, but as I say, since I'm getting saunas, I'm getting my feet out, I feel like it's slightly appropriate. And also, when I get pedicures at this place that I go to, they seem to last for literally like 5 to 6 months, so I feel like it's definitely a worthwhile investment. And then by the time I need another one, it will probably be like peak of summer. So that's my thoughts on that. Treating myself to a little pedicure. What a nice little morning treat, it's Thursday and I'm going to get a pedicure. That is just ideal. And then tonight, Sam's going out with his friends, so I'm thinking we could have like a girly little, excuse the state of me by the way, I don't even know what I look like right now, but yeah, I thought we could have like a little girly pamper girl therapy day. What a treat. Well, that was the most stunning little morning. I had the best pedicure, honestly. The dead skin, without going into too much detail, the dead skin that she was grating off the bottom of my foot, even when I was walking back and I had socks and trainers on, I could literally feel the difference in my foot. It feels so soft. I literally feel like I've had like a stone of skin scraped off the bottom of my foot, so I feel incredible. It was so nice to just have that hour of like zen and relaxation. There's like a big massage chair that you sit on when you get your pedicure, and it was just 10 out of 10. And then I've come home to a gorgeous delivery from one of my absolute favourite self-care, home fragrance, everything wellness and coziness and relaxing, Neon. They've sent me a few goodies, and when I tell you, this couldn't have come at a better time for our little girly self-care evening tonight when Sam goes out. So I've got a candle in here. I can actually smell, like the box smelled incredible. As soon as I opened it, I just got hit by this like stunning, really light, delicate, do I want to say like summery smell. And this candle is lavender, jasmine and sandalwood. And I haven't yet smelt it. I thought I would save the first smell for us. There she is in all her beauty. Oh my god. I've never smelled anything like that before. It's really fresh. It reminds me of being at the beach. It's really fresh, but it's also got that like classic neon, botanical, flowery. Oh my god. Oh my god, yum. That is like the perfect bath candle. I'm going to christen that tonight and light it for the first time in our little... I'm going to have a bath tonight, even though I washed my hair yesterday. I never time my hair washes with my baths, and it always is out of sync, but love that so much. That's the details if anyone's interested in treating themselves to a little neon candle. And then I also got sent for our new car, which is exciting when we finally get it back, one of their mini wellbeing pods. And you've probably seen me speaking about the larger ones. I've got one of the ceramic ones, and I usually use it. I went through a spell like over a year of using it in every single bath. I don't know why I stopped doing that, to be fair. I moved it to my dressing room thinking that I was going to use it as I get ready, but because I get ready in such a rush, I never actually take the time to plug it in and set it up, but I should do that. Maybe I'll put it in my bath tonight, because they are absolutely stunning, and you only appreciate something like this once you've used it a couple of times. You're like, how have I not used this before? Because it's just absolutely incredible, and it literally elevates a normal feeling bath to this like spa-like experience. It's just incredible, like honestly incredible. I've never had anything like it, and this is the mini version. Look how stunning the colour is. First off, that's going to go perfectly in our new car. And I think you like charge it up. I think it's waterless, and then you pop in the essential oils. I've got the neroli, mimosa and lemon. These are like spring summer scents, aren't they? Let's have a smell of this oil. What a good idea though. Imagine driving around in your car and you've got a little wellbeing pod going in the background. I feel like that is the zen that I need while I'm driving. Oh, it's got a case on it. Oh my god, look. She is stunning. I cannot wait to get that set up in the car. Let's have a smell. Oh my god. Again, that is so fresh. That's like perfect for the car. Again, I keep saying again, but I feel like Neon have really nailed that like signature scent. Even though they do so many different scents and they all smell so different, there's always that like signature neon, like you can tell it's a neon product when you smell it. It's got that like stunning botanical like background. I can't get technical with all these terms, but oh my god, that's incredible. That is incredible. Wow, I think that's probably one of my favourite neon fragrances I've smelt. So when we finally get our car back, I will definitely be setting that up. How cute! Like, oh, I've turned it on. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to sit and read the instructions for this. Do you put the oil in there? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Ah, okay, clever. So you put the oil in there, push it in, and you've got a little wellbeing pod diffuser on the go. But yeah, as I was saying, if you work in an office, imagine bringing this in, putting that on your desk. You'd literally be that girl with your little neon pod. I feel like everyone in the office would be thanking you. But absolutely stunning, genius idea. I love that. And then, last but not least, I don't know if I'm actually going to get to use this, unfortunately, because we get girly issues going on down there, and I'm very sensitive to any soaps and stuff in my bath. But will I be able to resist this? I don't know if I will, you know. I might just suck it up and get on with it, because look at that. You know, when I was doing if you watch my dressing room, declutter and organise, my previous video, you would have seen me going on about my little mismatched tray of like self-care bits, and they're not very aesthetic and they look cluttered, and it's not giving like that clean girl self-care vibe that I was originally after. These are the type of products that I was aiming to get that vibe. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine this on a tray with the little, look at that, and then with the candle. Oh my god, I might actually be able to get that clean self-care girl vibe that I was going for with these three like lined up on a little tray. How cute would that be? Maybe I'm going to do that tonight. That's going to be my goal for the evening while I'm having a girly self-care evening. Get a cute little setup going. Let's smell this. What scent was this? So this is in the same scent as the candle. It's lavender, jasmine and sandalwood bath foam. Oh, I'm just obsessed. Like, this is a glass bottle. Everything just feels so luxurious. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. If I don't get to use that in my bath, I think I am just going to bite the bullet and just take a hit to use that in my bath. But as I'm saying, if I don't regularly use it in my bath, I will be using that as like a shower gel, because absolutely incredible. I love those scents. As much as I'm like an autumn winter girl, fragrance wise, you can't beat like a light, delicate spring, summer, flowery scent. Absolutely love all of these. And then something that I bought for myself, I mean, after my acne video, it's literally blown up. I think I've got over 1,000 comments on there now, which as I've said, I'm so appreciative of all of that advice and all of those experiences that people have shared with their own battles. Some so helpful, others not so helpful, but I've kind of like gone through, I've read every single comment, and I've really taken on board some advice that people have given me. I've got a new supplement routine. I don't know whether to share these things, because it's so hard with things like this, because it's such a minefield and there's so much information out there. There's so many different people who have had like unique experiences, and acne is just such a broad spectrum. It's really hard to like take on board every single person's advice, because every single person's journey with acne is just so different. But anyway, I've done my own research. I've kind of taken my personal symptoms, lifestyle into account, and I have compiled, obviously using everyone else's advice as well that I found to be helpful, I've compiled a supplement routine that I'm going to stick to every single day. So I've got some supplements in the kitchen that I've taken this morning. I took them yesterday, and I'm going to see how I go with that and monitor my progress on those before I go down any medication route, because I don't want to get into this again. I don't want this to take over my videos at the moment, because it's just such a huge consuming thing. I felt really almost drained. I don't want to sound really ungrateful, because people are trying to help me, but I said to Sam, in this career, I feel like we're taking a bit of a tangent here, but I just wanted to have this little brain dump, because I feel like in this career you can get so fixated on like numbers, how many followers you've got, how many views your videos are getting, and it's kind of like a metric that you use to determine your success in the industry and in your career, if that makes sense. But I said to Sam, I would so much rather have a smaller community, which is what I have, a smaller community of people, the right people, if that makes sense, the people that understand my content or enjoy my content, who resonate with my content. When you get a video that blows up and it reaches people who maybe haven't watched your videos before, don't know anything about you, it's mentally draining. And I can so understand these bigger creators who have like hundreds of thousands of followers and get like millions of views on their videos. You can literally feel your energy draining. Like, I'm just constantly reading through comments, and again, this is not me moaning. I'm so grateful. I asked for advice on that video, so I'm very grateful that I had people giving me that in the comments. But at the same time, with the good you do get the bad, and it really does drain your like mental battery. I've really noticed that in the past couple of days from that video specifically. I think because of the subject as well, like, it is so overwhelming. If you suffered with acne, you'll know it's so overwhelming, and you'll get those people who have never suffered with acne before telling you to drink more water, thinking that that's going to solve your acne. And yeah, it's just overwhelming. It's like information paralysis. So you really have to do your own research and take into account your own lifestyle, your own symptoms, and try and refine that into something that's going to work for you. So I had endless people telling me, strip back your skincare routine, you're using too many skincare products, that's what's giving you acne. And I've tried this before. I wish it was that simple, and it's not something I'd completely rule out in the future. But I did try that for a good 2 or 3 weeks. I think it was more than that, to be fair, when I thought my skin barrier was damaged and my acne was as bad as it's ever been. Like, it was the worst it's ever been. And when I've gone to clinics, like skin clinics, I've had skin scans and stuff like that, they've said that my barrier isn't damaged and that I overproduce oil and sebum, which causes my acne. So using skincare products that eliminate some sebum and try and control your oil production is what I think works best for me. So I'm not going to be stripping back my skincare routine. I know that might be a bit irritating to anyone who's watching who has stripped back their routine and it's worked for them. As I say, I'm not cutting that out of the future completely. It's something that I will be open to trying, but at the moment I'm sticking with skincare and I'm sticking with a supplement routine. I feel like I just need to preface this because I know I'll have people, maybe not over on YouTube. I feel like YouTube communities are a lot kinder and more understanding, and I feel like you get to know me more through these videos than just like a 1-minute clip on TikTok, if that makes sense. But anyway, that was the longest explanation to tell you that I've ordered a few new skincare products. Only one of them's arrived, so it was that big spiel for one little bottle of serum. But this is like, I think this is Korean skincare, and I have used a few Korean bits before and they've been incredible. I really like the Anua Heart Leaf Toner, which is like a big bottle. It looks like water and you just smooth it on your face. It's like really soothing, really hydrating. This is a glow serum by Beauty of, is it Jisson? I can't pronounce that, but there it is, and that's the name of it if it's focusing. But it's the glow serum and it's got propolis and niacinamide in it. I also use ChatGPT I put in all of my symptoms. I put in like the type of products I use now. Like, I feel like ChatGPT is really underrated and it's such a useful tool. I use it for so much in my life and I feel like it really shouldn't be overlooked because it kind of like compiles all of the research on the internet, and it's just a more concise way of trying to like filter things on the internet, because I feel like if you try and do that yourself, it's just an absolute minefield. But this was one of the products it recommended within like a full routine that I'm going to do. So I've literally created a document on my phone for every day of what I need to be doing, because it's like a cycle. I'm not doing the same thing every single night, if that makes sense. So some days we'll be working on hydration, other days it will be exfoliating, other days I'll be using my tretinoin, and it's just kind of like a cycle like this. But this is for every morning, and as I say, it's got propolis and niacinamide in it, and this was recommended to me to use every morning, and it's meant to really help redness. It's suitable for people with acne. I've double checked all of that because I saw it and I was like, is that an oil? Like, that's screaming cystic acne. But it's meant to be amazing. I've researched all the reviews and everything like that, so I'm really excited to give that a go. So that's one of about 4 or 5 products that I've ordered, so I will be switching my skincare routine up as well. But yeah, I'm not going to keep bringing this up because it's not only draining me. I feel like I don't want it to overtake my content. I don't want to become the acne girl because it consumes my life enough. I don't want it to start consuming my content. Right, Sam's just gone out and it is 20 to 7, which is so late for me to eat dinner. Usually dinner is on the table by 5, half 5, the absolute latest. Like, we are one of those houses. And I'm just really not hungry. I did have quite a big lunch and I've just been stood at the fridge debating whether I just have beans on toast and just have like a proper girl dinner, but can I do that? I feel like I was on my TikTok yesterday preaching about how I'm going to try and heal my acne from my diet. Can I then now make beans on toast for my dinner? Probably not. So do I cook this steak? But I'm just not hungry at all. Like, not even like a bit peckish. You know, sometimes I get in these moods, I'm like borderline hungry. And I can put myself in a hungry mood. This is going to sound so weird. Please tell me someone relates. But I can sit and watch like I feel like this is too niche. I can sit and watch mukbangs and make myself hungry. Like, I can warm myself up to be hungry, to want a big meal. Is that weird? I don't know if anyone else would do anything like that. But right now, I'm just not feeling it at all. Should I have a bath first? I think I'm going to do that actually. Why am I forcing myself? I'm going to leave my steak out because, top tip for cooking steak, it should always be room temperature before you cook it, not fresh from the fridge. So that was my intention behind that. It wasn't really, but I'm going to leave that on the side. And then I think I'm going to have a nice bath and just relax a little bit. My legs are really aching. I did leg day, not yesterday, the day before, and my legs are like throbbing. So I think I'm gonna have a bath with my neon goodies. I feel like that sounds really good. Then I'll do my skincare, I'll get into my jammies, and then I'll come down and hopefully by then I will be hungry for dinner. That sounds like a plan. Let's do that. I like the sound of that. I feel like yesterday, when I was doing my declutter and organising video, if you've watched it, you'll know I was moaning about my little bath setup, how my products aren't aesthetic and matchy-matchy, and I feel as though I may have manifested that delivery today. Look at that. Is that not just stunning? I just need like a little cream or like nudie pink Le Creuset mug to go there to finish my little setup. How bloody cute is that? And I'm actually gonna treat myself tonight. I won't be able to do that one-handed, don't be ridiculous. I'm gonna treat myself tonight and I'm just gonna go for it. I feel like I deserve it. Let's put some bubble bath in there. Honestly, I've not had bubble bath in probably like 6 months. This is definitely worth it. Dinner for one, well, 2 is served. This is her little pile of steak. And I just threw the steak in a wrap with some red onions, some cheese, and I'm actually hungry. Now that I've had my bath, I'm fully ready for this. You want a little bit of steak? Are you sharing steak with mummy? She's so funny. She always wants to sit in Sam's spot, whether it's in the bed, on the sofa. This is always where he sits. And whenever he gets up to like, get a drink or whatever, she will literally dive straight in his spot. Like, given the second, she will be in it. And I just said to her, you can sit in Dad's spot tonight. That doesn't happen very often, does it? You've got it all to yourself. And I got you the cushion and everything. And you've had steak with Mum. You're having a nice evening, aren't you? Are we having a girls' night? Yeah. Are we? Are you happy? I'm going to sit now and do a bit of crocheting. I'm actually working on my next little bag. This is going to be the smallest bag I've ever made. I keep trying to make really cute mini bags because a mini bag just always melts my heart. And I want it just big enough to put my phone in, which I think this is, but it's still that little bit too big. Like, I want that really mini cute look. I think we've got it with this one. But that's what I'm going to sit and do tonight. I've got Call the Midwife on in the background because that's like my ultimate comfort programme. Gonna get on with this. I'll probably finish this tonight if I set my mind to it. I've got a few pictures on Pinterest that I'm following, and I'm finally getting to the stage in crocheting where I can sort of just like switch off, watch the TV and do it without like being glued to a tutorial, because obviously when you're learning you need to follow it step by step. But I've got to the point where I can sort of like freestyle it now and like combine a few different like little techniques that I've learned. So yeah, this is like a cute little pale yellow spring summer number, and I'm excited to get it finished. Hi guys, it is now Saturday morning. We're on 26 past 9 and I'm joining you again for matcha and skincare. I feel like this is becoming a little bit of a regular occurrence, but it's like the perfect time to just have like a bit of a catch up with you. Sam's currently at the gym with his friend and then he's going to come back. He's got an appointment at a running shop. This isn't of any, well, it's of interest to me because it's something that he's really excited about, but like I'm obviously not into my running. But if you are into your running, I didn't know you could do this. I don't know why I would know this because, as I say, I'm not into my running, but he's gone there to get his like foot analysed and for them to match him with like a perfect pair of trainers for his running, his training, his like foot and how he runs on his foot. And it's literally down the road from us. So he's got an appointment booked in there and then he's going to come home. He has had such a busy morning, bless him. He's like an absolute machine. He gets up 5-6 o'clock in the morning, even on the weekend, and he is just on it. So he got up this morning, he's been on a run. As I say, he's now at the gym with his friend. Then he's going to come back, go to his trainer running appointment. Then he's coming back and we're driving to Leeds for the day. We're going to have a shopping day. So he's literally on it. I, on the other hand, have rolled out of bed probably at about 8 o'clock. We started the cutest little tradition, like, and it just makes my morning so much nicer. Like, I am not a morning person, but this is slowly transitioning me into a morning person. Sam carries Lola up the stairs and puts her in bed with me, and we just lay in bed for like half an hour cuddling, like waking up, and it's just the best time ever. She'll like snuggle into me and we'll have a little bit of a lay-in while Dad's out on his run. But she now like waits at the stairs, like Sam said. She'll walk to the bottom of the stairs and just stand there and wait for him to pick her up and carry her to me, and it just melts my heart. But anyway, I thought we could do a bit of skincare together because I've started my new little routine, and obviously it's too early to give any sort of like feedback on the products because I'm trying to slowly introduce them, because I don't want to bring them all in at once and change up my whole routine because I feel like that's asking for trouble with my skin. But I don't know if you can notice, and I don't know if it's a bit of a, I keep trying to say this word and I don't know what the word I'm thinking of. You know when you like take something or do something or change something and it's in your head so you think it's actually working? Someone please tell me what that word is, because I've tried to say it now about 3 or 4 times in my video and my brain just goes blank. But I'm feeling quite happy with my skin at the moment. Like, I don't know, like I've been taking my supplements for about a week, so I don't know whether it would have kicked in that quickly, but I'm feeling happy with it. So fingers crossed it's working. It's too early to be working. That's being far too optimistic. It's probably just because I've come off my period. But anyway, I wanted to show you the products that I'm now using and I'm going to be using in my new routine. So Inky List is out at the moment. As I say, I'm slowly introducing these products, so I still am like weaning myself off the Inky List. I don't want to replace all of my products with new stuff at once because, as I say, I feel like that's just a recipe for disaster. But I haven't got anything against Inky List, I just don't think it's been working for me anymore. It's definitely a brand that I'm not ruling out, and I'm still keeping a few of my skincare products from theirs in my trolley. But this is the new skincare routine that we're on, and I wanted to share them just in case anybody is looking to switch up their routine. And this is through lots of research. I've used ChatGPT, which some people won't agree with, but ChatGPT is the most useful tool, especially with something like this if you're feeling so overwhelmed with the research there is online, the research and the opinions of other people. It's just such a good way to bring it all together in a real concise, like tailored plan for you. So if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, have a look at it. It's AI. and you can type in as much as you want. So I literally sat there and I typed in all of my symptoms, I typed in my lifestyle, I typed in like the type of breakouts that I get, I think it's hormonal, I typed in my diet, and I asked it to come up with a supplement routine and a skincare routine for me. And I kind of used that information and that research with all the advice that other people were giving me over on my TikTok, and just using my common sense from things that I've read. But what ChatGPT does is it scans the whole web. So it blows my mind how this works, but it literally gets every bit of information about what you've typed in from the internet, and it collates it and makes it relevant to you and what you've put in. So it's a really good starting point if you're wanting to kind of create like a skincare routine. It could be a diet, like Sam's used it to create a tailored training plan and diet plan for him. And because you can input all of your information, it really is like tailored to you. So I think it is such a useful tool. I know some people might not agree with it and think that it's, I don't know, like people will have their own opinions on it, but for me personally, I think it's a really, really useful tool. Anyway, let's get on to the skincare. So the cleanser I've decided on is the Geek and Gorgeous Jelly Joker. I've heard so many skincare gurus on TikTok rave about this product, and I've heard really good things. It's a really good, gentle, not a cleanser that's going to like strip your skin, dry your skin, which I think I was suffering from a little bit. So this is like a really nice, gentle, pH balanced, non-fragranced cleanser that I'm going to be using in the morning and the evening. And then I've basically got like this whole routine on my phone, and it's a different thing every single night. So some nights I'll be using this, which is a Geek and Gorgeous Cheer Up. It's like a BHA liquid exfoliant, but this is a really good one if you suffer with deep cystic acne. It's like a exfoliant. Do your research on it if you're interested in any of these products, but the directions for use are: use on dry, clean skin once a day or every other day. Put a small amount onto a cotton pad or into your hand and apply to the face. I thought it had salicylic acid in it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it does. So it's got salicylic acid. It's just like an exfoliant. It keeps your dead skin away, and yeah, it's got 6% mandelic, I don't know, refining clear. This is what came up as a good one to use, and this Geek and Gorgeous brand came up a lot when I was doing my research. And as I say, with all the skincare gurus and the dermatologists and stuff on TikTok, this is a really good brand for acne. So I've got these two. So I'll be using this like once or twice a week to start with. I'll be slowly like building my tolerance up, and I am sticking with my Tret as well. And then I've introduced some Korean skincare, which is meant to be amazing. This is the Beauty of Joseon, I think it's pronounced. Apologies if I am pronouncing that wrong. And it's the Glow Serum. And this has got propolis and niacinamide in it, which is like really soothing, really hydrating. It's like a bit of a drink for your skin. And it's really calming for any redness or breakouts that you've got. But again, this is meant to be an absolute powerhouse for anybody with acne. Do your research on it again. This is the name of it if you want to look into it. But it's meant to be amazing. I've used this 2 or 3 times now, and it's made my skin feel incredible every time I've used it. I use that after the sauna. I've been taking my skincare to the sauna, and then as soon as I get out, I've been doing my skincare there. And I'm always like really red and inflamed from the sauna, so I use that, and it's been feeling amazing on my skin. And then I treat myself to a new SPF as well. So this is the SPF that I've gone for. Again, suitable for suitable for acne prone skin. It's meant to be a really lightweight but dewy finish. This is the name for anybody who wants to give it a go. As I say, this is just from my research, so please do your own. But I feel like TikTok is such a useful search engine these days. If you want anyone's opinion on anything like this, go on TikTok, because you can just find endless info. So I'm excited to try that. I'm going to use that today. I haven't yet used that. And then this was a bit of an underdog. This was in that skincare package that I got from the brand Bubble, and I've got to be totally honest with you, I was a bit nervous about trying out their products just because a few of them didn't really sound very acne safe. I'd never really heard of the brand before, so I didn't really know anything about them. But this Water Slide Hydrating Boosting Serum, it's got hyaluronic acid and peptides in is incredible. And I actually really think that this is down to like my dewy, hydrated skin that I did not have a week ago is down to this product, because it's the only thing that I've introduced that it could be. Do you know what I mean? So you put this on, it's like a really lightweight, like fluidy texture, like a serum. And I've just been putting this on before my, have I just broken that? No. Before my moisturiser, and it's just meant to really aid your moisturiser and like boost the hydration of it and just make it more effective. So really, really been loving that. Definitely recommend that product. I've still got the cleanser and the moisturiser in my skincare trolley. I think I might either donate that to charity or give it to one of my friends or family, because I don't think that'll be suitable for my skin, because it sounds like there's a lot of oils and shea butters and stuff like that, which is just not okay for my clogged, prone acne skin. So I might give those away. But yeah, that's my little routine that I'm going to be sticking with. And I'm also going to be using, obviously, as you know, I've used Tret now for like 3 years, and I go through phases of loving Tret. Like Tret has, on the whole, really changed my skin. I think my issues are just a lot deeper than just skin deep, which is something that obviously Tret can't solve. But when I do have breakouts, this changes the texture of my skin. And well, this has changed the texture of my skin. Like I notice even like with my scarring, and it's meant to be anti-aging and stuff like that, it's just a powerhouse. It is, like, you can't deny it. Even though it's not solved all of my acne issues, I definitely will never stop using that. So yeah, that's a little bit of a skincare update. I feel like I can never talk about skincare without giving a massive spiel, and I don't want to like ever seem like I'm trying to be an expert or anything, because I'm definitely not. So definitely do your own research. But I'm really happy with that little choice of products and my little routine, and fingers crossed it's going to help my skin. So I'm going to get myself ready. I've just had a shower. I'm living in these pyjamas again. I found them at the bottom of my PJ drawer. And you know when you find something and it's like, I've not worn you in months, and it's like it's a new item in your wardrobe again because you've not worn it in forever. And these PJs are that, and I feel like it's just getting me ready for that spring, summer mood. I feel like it's a bit early to be getting my arms out in my little string vest, but they're so soft. They're from Primark, but I feel like they just scream like Victoria's Secrets. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now. I'm going to do my skincare, get ready for the day, and we can have a fun little shopping day in Leeds, and I'm really excited. I'm all ready. I never film in here. This is Sam's little office, but it's got the full length mirror in it. But I've just got my little two-piece from H&M. I love this, and I love the fit of the jeans. I think they're actually like my favourite jeans that I own at the moment. But I'm trying not to wear them like on their own too much, because I don't want them to get too worn and then not match the two-piece, you know what I mean, if like the colour washes out. And then I've just got my little trench on. These go perfectly. I feel like this is very 70s vibes with my little quiff as well. But these are TikTok shop. It was literally like £2 for a 2-pack of these. So we're all ready to go. Let's go have a little shop. It's now Sunday morning. I didn't actually manage to get any clips yesterday. I just had a bit of a day off, and it was pretty chaotic in Leeds city centre, because there was like the girlies going out on their bottomless brunches, everyone was shopping. We were there like peak time, weren't we? Usually when we do like a shopping day like that, we'll set off in the morning, but Sam literally jam-packed his day, so we got there at my SD card just filled up. But as we were saying, we got there like 1, 2, I'd say it was more 2-ish, which is quite late for us, isn't it?
Yeah, because I got home at 12.
Yeah, so you were non-stop, and we got as soon as we got there, we went to like the Leeds, they've got like a food court in the Trinity shopping centre. What did we get? Was it a bar burrito?
No, I wasn't a bar burrito, it was just a burrito. I don't know what the...
Just a burrito, but it was really yum. I got a Wingstop as well afterwards, like later on. We didn't manage to get the bits that we wanted to, but we had a nice day out anyway. Yeah, tried a lot of stuff on, but not much success. We both get a little bit overwhelmed with like shopping in person, don't we?
I just don't think it's as good as it used to be.
Yeah. Like they don't have all the sizes out, we've noticed. They only have like 2 items out of each item.
Or they have like, one of each size out, and then when someone buys it, you can't try it on.
Yeah.
It's like your size is gone.
So wasn't the most successful shop. But anyway, that was a really long-winded way of saying that I didn't manage to get any clips, but we're just on our way to do a food shop now. I've got a little companion with me doing it today. And we're going to get our Sunday fry-up bits in.
Not from M&S today.
Not from M&S, but we need to do a food shop. Like, we've run out of food a bit quicker this week for some reason, so we need to do a full food shop anyway. Lola needs food and treats. So, yeah, it's nice. I've got some company to do with me today.
Hi guys, Sam just went down the wrong road.
He's just breaking the rules of the car park, but I did forget to mention that we've just been to the gym and the sauna, so that's why.
Hence the hair.
Hence this situation, but we've just pulled up to Sano's. Ready? Have we got our little trolley coin? You got it on your
Always.
keys, haven't you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Are you getting any treats? Are you getting anything like a croissant? Or a pastry? What's their bakery like? Have you ever got anything from here before?
No, I haven't.
Scope it out
Sam's
then, G.
tradition is getting a... What do you get? A chocolate
A palmier.
hazelnut. Oh,
Or
yeah,
if it's
palmier.
Waitrose, it's hazelnut croissant.
I'm going to have to see what they've got.
I did have a palmier yesterday, so we'll see.
Let's see what they've got. It's now a bit later. I think it's about, well, it's 20 to 5, and I'm just about to do a little bit of baking because me and Sam have really enjoyed having some like healthier desserts this week and having something to reach for when we fancy something sweet. Sam's been using it for like his pre-workout before he goes to the gym, before he does his runs, and I think it's just a nice thing and like a nice habit to get into to prep for the week ahead. So this week I'm going to make us like a date flapjack. We did try this the week before last because last week we had our banana bread, which was really good, but this week we're going to do flapjack again. So I'm just going to use some dates. I've just been sat looking at some recipes to try and get an idea of what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to kind of wing it with the ingredients that we've got. So one of them that I thought was a really good idea said to like peel the dates, break them up and soak them in boiling water for 10 minutes. So I think that's going to make them like all mushy and kind of make like a bit of a syrup to use. And then I'm going to pack in loads of fibre. I'm going to put some chia seeds in there. I'm going to use my pumpkin and sunflower seed mix and like blitz all that together. And then I picked up some more dark chocolate chips because these were so good in the banana bread, so I thought that would be really nice in the flapjack. And then we've got some honey, some rolled oats. Flapjack is one of Sam's favourite desserts ever, so he can be the critic of this one. But yeah, I'm just gonna peel these dates now. The last time we made this, we like did we blend the dates?
Yeah.
Like as they are? We just threw them in the blender?
Might have put a bit of water in there.
Yeah, and honey, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think the other ones were like really sweet? Shall I still use dates and honey?
I don't think they're too sweet.
No?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to strip some dates down now, pour some boiling water over them and leave them to soak for 10 minutes, and we'll see what that looks like. I'm thinking it's going to make like a bit more of like a syrup, because last time they were really good, but someone said they were a bit dry, which they were a little bit dry to be fair, so hopefully this gives them like a little bit of syrupy moisture.